There we go. Let's get a new 30-minute game going. The white piece is 1e4, hoping for c6. Not today. We'll play Caro-Kann someday. In the meantime, hoping to get a Roy Lopez. I'm not sure what this is. Let me take a gander real quick. Maybe we just sort of get our pieces out, not do anything too crazy. Let's get a knight out. Expecting maybe a bishop out if they're trying to get like a scholar's mate thing going on. This could be dangerous if their knight comes out and our knight moves out of the way. This would be, I think, checkmate. So maybe we just get castled really quick. Or we could play like d3 and then bishop takes knight on h6. Now, you know what? Let's get castled. I don't like what our opponent is up to. So I'm going to keep it simple, keep it safe. Okay. Castled. King back to safety. Alright, now we can sort of address our opponent's aggressions. They are not castled. c6, maybe preparing d5. Let's see. Pawn out to d4. Just control more of the center. This knight isn't pinned to anything. And then I guess if they take, then we take like this, which I don't really like. Actually, I like forcing the issue with a3. They'll probably take here, and then we can take back with our d-pawn, opening up this d-file and making it semi-open. Yeah. This feels nice. Okay. So that, if we can scare their queen off, that's hanging, and then we've got a very advanced queen. I think maybe we develop our bishop out to like here, scare off their queen. It's protected by our knight. Get our queen up to like d3, and then double up our rooks behind her queen. We'll see, maybe they'll castle first once they get their queen out of the way. Yep, like that. And two, if we can, what are they doing here? Oh, I see. So they might like take, and then pick up our bishop. In which case, I guess we would have queen takes. Do we have a checkmate threat here? This could be a very quick game. So if we play rook to d1, they take our knight. We take on d6. Oh no, they can take back here. We need to, so this would be a sacrifice. We need to sacrifice our bishop on g5 to allow this. You know, I'm feeling a little saucy today. Let's go for it. So they'll take here, take back, they'll take, and then we can take on a d6. Up, up, 2, 3. And we take here. They can't castle because they can't castle through check. I think maybe our opponent is realizing sort of the bind that they're in. Our king is tucked away to safety. We've got a pretty good position. But now we need to seal the deal. That was a pretty poor move by our opponent. I think we could just pick up their knight because our queen is supported by this rook. So we've won back the piece that we lost. So let's go ahead and take that. King moves here. Now, we almost have back rank mate ideas, but this square is guarded twice. We could pick up this pawn, in which case their rook probably moves to e8. I think that's the safe square for them. Or we could double up our rooks, make this threat a little bit more potent. Let's go ahead and double up our rooks. Yeah. So let's move. Might as well get all the way up here. Let's see any way that they can threaten us, really. Looking less than ideal for our opponent. We can find a way to scare their queen away from this diagonal. I think that would be really nice. Be really nice. Okay, so they open up sort of an escape square for their king. Not something I'm really worried about at this juncture. Let's get everything on the D file. The king escapes to that escape square. We take here and then move our rook in so we can create this sort of battering ram. It seems dangerous. Start cleaning up some pieces. I don't think we have any checks available to us quite yet. Let's see. So we could take either of these pawns. I like taking... Well... Let's take c6 so we can run away to a6 if we need to. This does leave our pawn hanging, but we're so advanced in our attack that I don't feel bad about that right now. Okay. So offering rook trades. So we take, they take, we take, they take back. We can just trade all our rooks off the board. That's probably in favor of our opponent. Although we are up 3 pawns at this point, it's probably enough to push something and get a queen in the endgame. Yeah, why not? Just trade real quick. We're up enough material that I'm not worried about. See, I guess they do have back rank mate ideas, although this is guarded by our bishop. What if we move queen to c5 to sort of fork their 2 pawns that they have remaining? I think we just clean up any pieces remaining. There we go. Oh, wait. This is checkmate. So, very frightening back rank mate ideas. Let's create an escape hatch. They'll probably take here on c2. Yep, let's check. So we have this escape hatch. It's wonderful. And then no way to really bring another piece in to reinforce. They're not threatening anything here, so maybe we just move back. they come up again, they might be looking for a draw, which would be in our favor. But I think we should play for a win. Well, no, I'm sort of cramped on time today. Let's go for a draw. They're rated much higher than us, so we get 4 rating points that pushes us over 1100. All right. I made a couple of blunders. Let's see what we get. Let's switch to the analysis board. Yep. Let's switch to the analysis board. There we go. That's nice. Go ahead and mute this and see what we missed. Yeah, F6 is a weird way to start the game. Okay, so what is a critical position and only one good move? I see. So I had the opportunity to fork their queen and their bishop. Knight to d5, queen to d6, protecting their bishop. Yeah, c3, d4, so, and then just sort of develop normally. Okay, so it was a missed opportunity there. I guess I know my sort of rule for myself right now is try to avoid tricky things, tactics, fun ideas until I'm fully developed. And in this case, I'm not developed, I'm not canceled or anything. So I'd be able to look at relaxing that rule a little bit or something. Let's see, move forward a little bit, make this trade. I had a better way to connect the rooks. Queen to d2 was a little bit better there. Yeah, so rook a to d1 was a mistake. This was my big gambit idea. They take, we recapture. I guess I could have recaptured with my queen, but that defeats the idea that I had. Yes, and we're threatening to win a rook by eventually trapping a piece. How long is this sequence? Okay, this is a 4-move sequence. Okay, yeah, so I could have gotten up in their business that way. That's nice. Knight to d7, huge blunder. Pick up a free knight. It's forced. Play a number of decent but not amazing moves. Creating left was a better idea. Yep, and then I think trading is the right move. We win another pawn. We had an opportunity to capture a free pawn. We're going to end up losing a bishop this way. Oh, I see. Yeah, if we didn't want to trade the game, then... Okay. Or if we didn't want to draw the game, then we would have lost a bishop. Okay. So not a very exciting game. And with a draw, we get the 4 rating points and fine to take that. But some missed ideas. I think I played a little bit too aggressively, being willing to trade away this knight for sort of a strong attack on their king. I think ultimately it worked out for us, but, you know, something to be aware of. All right, so I'm going to call it here. Have a good one, y'all.